All right, today we're going to talk about...
First we got to give an introduction.
All right, introduction.
All right.
Welcome to the Anything Goes show. I am Combat All Stizzar.
Combat R Stizzal. And I'm Tasha.
Shizzle.
Because we had to add that to the end of it.
And today we're going to talk about people behind the scenes.
People behind the scenes that don't get as much credit as we feel that they should.
The writers for the movies and the TV shows and everything we talk about.
And the wrestling.
And the things that, you know what? There was a time, remember when the Ultimate Warrior got inducted into the Hall of Fame?
I remember that was a very heartwarming, very touching
And one of the things he said that stuck out to me was, he said my career would have been nothing without the jobbers. He said, I don't he said, I don't see anything wrong with being a jobber. And for those of you who don't know, jobber is somebody who goes out there every night and loses convincingly to make their opponent stronger. Back in the day, they had these people, and that's all the job was. Nowadays, it's a little bit different.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say too.
Basically, he started talking about jobbers. He started talking about the cameramen and all the people behind the scenes, the drivers who used to drive the wrestlers from territory to territory. The people who set up the rings, the catering people, the people who set up the lights and the pyro, and the people in the truck who edit stuff together, during live shows.
Basically, all those people who help, build, the scenery.
Yeah, people
help build the show.
People who put the show together, make sure the wrestlers go out on time, make sure that their wardrobes are looking great. All those behind the scenes people. And it's like, those people do not get enough credit.
No, they don't. And it's the thing is, people are so easy, and even sometimes I am. Sometimes we're so it's so easy to forget about those people, and because you're seeing the wrestlers on TV, and you're like, the glamour, the glitz, the wrestlers, and it's just so it's easy to forget about those people.
Right. And you guys know I'm a visual effects artist by trade, and for a long time I hated celebrities. It's like they get all the credit. Me being a visual effects artist, or my peers out there doing it up, making these movies fantastic, and they get all the credit. And the thing that happened with Rhythm and Hues and everything, and the strike and the whole visual effects industry
and everything
shambles,
that goes into that.
It's very easy to become bitter about that stuff.
Yeah.
And it wasn't until I actually started working on stuff on my own and met real actors and actresses.
Yeah.
And I can't speak for all actors and actresses, but the people that I've met, the independent people that I've worked with, are awesome people.
Independent films, the independent actors in itself are just amazing. Like, I'm a huge fan of IFC and Sundance because it's changed. The channel's changed now, but back in the day, they would broadcast the independent movies, and they were just so heartfelt and unique and different from the big scenes, the Hollywood scenes. So yeah, like independent films, they're amazing.
Yeah, and it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's easy to get mad about that stuff.
Yeah.
But the majority, or the spotlighted people aren't the majority. So it's just going back to what we were saying before. Is those people should be, it just sucks. I mean, they do their job so well that they're not noticed, which is a good thing, but they should get some sort of recognition. They should have some sort of Emmy award or something for the camera guy, or for the gaffer, or, just the supervisor.
The gaffer, gaffer is the guy that holds the light? Yeah, I remember.
It's just like,
see, I know that one.
I mean, there's people, I'll give you an example. I was on the set of Interdimension, right? And y'all know that Interdimension is out. It's online now. You can go watch it.
Which is it's a sci-fi series.
Yes, sci-fi series, TV series that I was blessed enough to be a visual effects supervisor and visual effects artist on. So it's out, and for that, anyway, behind the scenes on that, I mean, there was guys. One of the guys I work with, Doug. He does a boom mic, and this guy's standing there for like a half hour at a time.
It takes
in one position, making sure that he gets the good audio. And it's just stuff. I'm like, wow, I couldn't do that. The actors up there acting their part, and this guy's just like, boom, just holding it,
stay still,
locked arms in place, getting the sound.
That is a heavy job. That's a hardcore job.
And it's like stuff like that goes on all the time behind the scenes. I mean, it's just it's a lot of work. Any product, whether it's wrestling, whether it's movies, whether, whatever it is, even, when I do the Combat All-Star show, or when I do Anything Goes show, cutting it together in Premiere and piecing it together in After Effects. Doing other visual effects.
It's some hard work, and no one sees that. So they just assume, it's the actors and actresses that just made it awesome. It's like, without those people, without those writers, without those directors, without the animators, without those editors, like, everything would be a mess. They're the ones that keep the movie together, what makes it all make sense,
Make it all interesting.
Yeah, make it all interesting. Like, the editing that goes behind it. Oh my gosh, like I had no idea how much editing is involved in, you know, putting movies and TV shows together. Like, I don't know, if being a viewer and not seeing anything behind the scenes, you just assume that the movie was just made magically by itself, you know?
Yeah.
It's all work.
And I mean, it takes take a movie like Mad Max, Mad Max Fury Road, right?
Yeah.
That movie, without the editing, I don't know who edited this movie together.
It would not make sense.
The editing and the cinematography in this movie was beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful. I mean, the angles that you were inside of the car looking at the people, the wide angles that they were able to get when they had like the whole scene of all the cars rushing at you and seeing Joe's face, you know, really, you know, just the framing, the cinematography, and the editing was just.
You said who's
it was Joe, I forget his name, Imperial Joe or whatever, the bad guy with the mask.
Like he was like the dad or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay, so he was like the
there was a scene where he was driving the car, right? And you had a close-up of his face, and then like maybe he was like bottom left of the screen. And then, like, all behind him, it was all these cars and just a lot of things going on. The guys on the poles and everything. It was just.
So you're saying that's edit? What is that?
That's cinematography.
Oh, yeah.
And then, I mean, just the framing. I mean, the guy who did the cinematography on this movie was amazing. And then the editor. I mean, they worked closely together. And the guy who edited and cut this thing, or the team that edited and cut this thing, was just. It was awesome.
You know what, Combat? We got to do another podcast and just kind of mention all those people. That you know, mention all those editors, mention all their names, and just give a shout out, and you know, just a shout out to them, and just a much appreciation shout out to them.
Definitely, yeah. I mean, it was awesome, and like, I mean, that movie was a lot of action. The whole movie was basically action. There wasn't a lot of talking from Mad Max. There wasn't a lot of talking from Furiosa. There was a lot of dialogue in it, but it wasn't as much dialogue. There was more action sequence than there was dialogue, because it was mostly driving away. Trying to fight somebody off, trying to hide. So, I mean, the cinematography and the editing really spoke to you, really told the story for you.
Which is hard to do, I think.
Yeah, definitely.
Without it being boring, like that takes some talent to do that. You know?
It takes some hardcore talent. So,
yeah.
I mean, big ups to those guys, and you know, it's just.
Yeah, and I just want to say, because we initially first started talking about what's the movie?
Forrest Gump?
Forrest Gump. Yeah, Forrest Gump. And we were talking about how great that movie was, how it had, you know, it was very tasteful, had a lot of comedy in it, you know, great story, great acting, you know, but then also I thought about it for a bit and I was like, but who were the people who made the movie? Who were the people that tied it all together? It was the writers and directors. You know, and it's nothing against the actors and actresses. They're the ones that put the words that the screenplay writers, and they're the ones that bring it to life. So it's nothing against them. You know, I love actors, I love actresses, but it's something about the writers and directors. They're the ones that make it all alive and put it all together.
And the most unique thing about Forrest Gump, I think, was it was. The writer did such an amazing job because it was. I mean, everybody did an amazing job in that movie. But like the thing was, they wrote it in a way that was like they fit Forrest Gump in history. So if you, it was, I mean, him talking to the president and him with the Watergate scandal and just, you know, him with
Richard Nixon, wasn't it? That's
right.
It. Yeah.
When integration happened, I mean, it was amazing. And the visual,
it was so clever.
And the visual effects were like when he was talking to Nixon and everything. I mean, it made it seem like he was actually there. That was actual footage from there, and they just kind of plugged.
It was so cleverly done.
Plugged Forrest Gump in there. So the visual effects artist killed it in that movie.
Yeah.
And it was just. It was amazing. I mean, I feel like that movie was like hitting on all cylinders. Great acting, great editing. All of it was
superb.
Great visual effects. Great. I mean, and come on, people. Visual effects isn't all explosions, although explosions make everything better. But like,
but it doesn't have to necessarily be that way.
That was in that movie was just, it was great. Yeah. It was great. So. I mean, I can't give enough credit to the people who put that movie together.
Yeah. So kudos to the writers and directors of that movie. I don't know. I am gonna put me and Combat. We're gonna put a list of those, you know, actors, those writers and directors of, you know, finding Forrest Gump, you know, just to show our appreciation for them.
Yeah, and I'll put the IMDb link below. That might be a little easier so they can go and check it out for themselves.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just wanted to just give a shout out to everybody that's behind the scenes, because they don't people don't make enough noise for these guys. You know,
not at all.
You always have these award ceremonies, and they're giving actors and actresses awards and stuff like that.
Yeah, and again, you know, we're not downing actors and actresses.
Oh, no,
like,
no,
you know,
no.
it's great what they do. You know, like it's phenomenal what they do. But we're talking about, you know, just giving credit to, you know, the people that are not seen.
Right,
you know?
give credit to everybody.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, yeah, you know, you have your actor or actress that's like the face of the production or the face of the show. But I guarantee you, man, these movies would not be award-winning. They wouldn't be nearly as good as they are without the people behind the scenes.
Yeah. Yeah, imagine it would look very silly without all the editing and all that, you know.
Yeah. Acting in front of green screen in front of nothing.
Yeah.
It's just, you know,
I don't know if we're going too long, combat, but I don't know.
We're going. It goes, baby.
So yeah, basically, I just purchased the DVD Orphan. If you guys don't know, Orphan is about a little orphan girl, and you know she's really a grown woman, but she's suffering from some type of dwarfism or something. So she looks like a little girl, but she's really a grown woman, and then she gets adopted by this family or whatever. And you know the actor playing the orphan, she's the interviewer asked the actress, they asked her what they say, was it terrifying, you know, doing all these scary roles and, you know, all these scary parts, and what else did they ask her? Like, how was it? Was it scary for you? And she was like, no, it was completely fun for me. She said it was the visual effects artist and the special effects artist that made it all seem so scary, but for me it was fun, you know. So it's like, to the viewer, it's like, oh my gosh, this, you know, so many crazy and scary things are going on, you know. But it's like, I don't know, what am I trying to say? For the actor, it was like she didn't really, not saying that she didn't do much, but she didn't like do as much as, you know, it seemed like to the viewer. Does that make sense, Combat?
Yeah. So like, you know, her face didn't get dark, her eyes didn't get bloodshot, things like that, where like it all helps her acting. Yeah. But it wasn't like she was doing it.
Yeah.
So yeah. She was doing very little as far as her, you know, certain scenes where it had heavy visual effects, and maybe she was interacting with things that weren't there. So it was, that's how it goes. Yeah. So. Yeah, I mean...
Yeah, we just have to get that off our chest, you know? Giving kudos to the people who are not seen, you know?
Yeah.
So...
Yeah, so... giving kudos to those people. And just making sure that, you know, people know that they're out there, because it's easy to forget that they aren't. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
So, what is your favorite movie? And and dissect your favorite movie. If your favorite movie, even if it's not an action movie, what is your favorite movie? And maybe go back and watch that and see if you can point out things that are behind the scenes that you didn't notice before because you were so focused on the actual story. So, yeah, let us know what you think about that. Let us know, you know, answer the question. And till next time.
Till next time, guys. We had fun. Hope you guys had fun too.
Yes, we did.
All right. Combat and Tasha. Peace.
Peace.